Cosmos. So, guys, Cosmos is an absolute beast. It's been really surprising that we haven't seen greater price appreciation for Cosmos over this sort of bull cycle period. And I want to take a look at really what this can hit. And to be honest, what it should hit. The question is obviously, is it being adopted in the way that it needs, that it should be based on the tech? So I'm going to talk about all of that in this vid. Before I do though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were coins that I thought would make me a lot of money. And you can see what your profits would have been if you'd have just put $100 into the coins when I released the videos, and then you sold them after about 16 months. Your total profit from $100 into each coin would have been over 123 grand. Now that's, in under a year and a half, that's pretty damn good. Now I sold these, and I no longer actually share the coins that I'm in on YouTube, but I do share it on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. And copymycrypto.com is where I share my entire portfolio. When I find coins that I think are going to make me a lot of cash, I'm going to buy them. And what that means is I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think that coin can have, the money that I'm going to put in. Members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have to do any work at all. That's why we have thousands of members on the site, is because they're making great money in crypto without actually having to know anything about crypto. And if you want to see what the members have made, that is on the site, along with things I've said in the past, which is all public record. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with your portfolio, if you're uncertain about your portfolio, now is the time to actually do something about it, because we've got 10 days or 9 days now till the halving. Probably 8 days by the time the video goes out. And if you're going to wait a couple of months after the halving, you're going to have missed out on a lot of profit. So, like I say, read through all of copymycrypto.com, because you'll be able to see what the members have earned and see if it's a service you should try. Now, Cosmos. So Cosmos is, I mean, you know what? Like in the last bull cycle, it didn't exactly set the world alight in terms of gains. Like its lowest point was about $2, and it went all the way up to a little over 40. So $44.70. And it's a weird one because Cosmos is like the blockchain of blockchains. It connects them all. And some of the technology that they've got is outstanding. Their origins, the biggest thing that they've got is the inter-blockchain communication protocol. Now, this literally makes it easy for all blockchain networks to communicate with each other across the board. The big benefit there is, look, interconnectivity is very much a buzzword in the crypto space these days. Probably, to be honest, Polkadot was the one that really brought that word into the fore. But look, it's vital that blockchains can communicate. A lot of different blockchains have a lot of different projects that should, in theory, be able to be used on all different blockchains in some way, shape, or form. Having the IBC working so goddamn smoothly means that anyone that builds with Cosmos can connect with anything that they want. Technologically wise, this is like one of the best projects out there. Interestingly, this gentleman, or this person here, I don't know if it's a gentleman, points out Atom can't see new adopters understanding the Cosmos. Brilliant, yes, but intimidating to new people. That's possible. It's possible that is accurate. The origins date back to the evolution of Tendermint. Tendermint became a thing in 2014. This is the gateway of the Cosmos ecosystem. Jaquan, not to be confused with Doquan, Jaquan, Zarko Milicevic, and Ethan Buchman are the founders. And as of right now, they've got a great resume, by the way. You can actually look all of that up. I'm not going to go into that. The way Cosmos works is they have 3 layers. One's the application layer, one's the networking layer, and one's the consensus layer. So the application layer processes the transactions and updates the network. The networking layer allows the communication between transactions and blockchains, and the consensus layer helps nodes agree on the system's current state. Across what they have produced, again, there is very little that compares to the quality of Cosmos. And the Cosmos SDK has been implemented and is so heavily used. I think the gem in this is the IBC protocol. I really do. I think that there are so many projects that are built with Cosmos and then can now connect with everything as a result of the IBC protocol. And again, creating interoperability on the internet of blockchains. And that's probably the way that they should be referred to. What they've done is phenomenal. Integrate with chains built on the Cosmos SDK. Like, it's a perfect system for widening the reach of a project. I don't know why anyone wouldn't build with the Cosmos protocol or with the Cosmos SDK, because it's just immediately it works towards growing your reach. Again, like when we look at the interchain ecosystem that have been built basically by Cosmos SDK or that have been integrated in some shape or form, it's enormous. And these are strong projects across the board. Osmosis is obviously the interchain DEX, DYDX as well. Everyone should know by now. But Celestia have used, and again, this is massive. Like, this is one of the biggest ecosystems. So it's staggering to me that there hasn't been more interest. Now, as of right now, Solana have pretty much been ruling the roost in terms of the overall crypto market. They've pumped wildly. The development on there has been huge. We've got a proper surge in meme coins, which have really led the market multiple times. Maybe Cosmos right now needs to jump on the bandwagon a little bit and just get some memes go up and running that people gravitate towards, because I don't think there's been any memes on Cosmos at all. So maybe the first meme coin could be the thing that moves. Because ridiculous as it is, meme coins draw a lot of retail investment and a lot of users, even if the coin has no functionality. And maybe Cosmos is because here's the thing. As of right now, this is kind of flatlined, really. When you look at the price that its lowest price during the bear cycle was about $6, and the highest price that it's hit so far is about $14. That's a fraction of the gains that so many coins have had. And yeah, I mean, we're in a very unusual scenario where, technology-wise, this should be in the top 10. It's outstanding. But it isn't. And I'm looking at this with a lack of interest in volume as well. Like, it's everywhere, so it's not going to get an exchange listing bounce. The volume, $129 million, is not a lot when its market cap is $4 billion. So there's not trading. There's certainly not buying of it. It's just surprising, really. But I've said this before. Look, it's like the phrase I use is, it's like a tree falls in the forest. If no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? The same principle applies to tech. You could have the best tech in the world, but if no one knows about it, does it matter? And that's kind of the issue. This is a very strong project, and the analogy doesn't quite work, but the metaphor doesn't quite work, because a lot of people know about Cosmos. But I do think they're falling flat in the area of like marketing, of pushing, of talking about this. With Ethereum's always going to be in the mainstream news, particularly because of the ETF scenario. Solana's founders are incredibly active in terms of marketing and getting the word out. They're also pushing the development and allowing for the development of memes. Memes get huge, end up, especially successful memes become huge talking points, and as a result, what they're built upon becomes a talking point. Maybe Solana needs to jump on the bandwagon, because as of right now, look, I've said this for a while, I think Cosmos is a $100 coin at least, and there were many moments where I was thinking this should, in theory, hit $200 or $300. The quality is there, but I don't think they're pushing in the right direction. Look, I think they're pushing in the right direction generally, and I would sooner a project focus on utility, focus on use case. However, there is a balance here where, as much as I'm not a huge fan of meme coins, but I have invested in meme coins. They've made me good money. I'm not anti meme coin, but I don't think that's where any project's focus should be, unless they are specifically a meme coin. But Cosmos now need to look at the balancing act here, because there isn't the growth in price that there should have been. So either you're not, it's three scenarios. You're either not getting users that are actively utilizing the Cosmos ecosystem. You're either not getting developers that are interested enough in the Cosmos SDK, which I don't think is necessarily accurate, or you're simply not appealing to retail investors. And the way to appeal to retail investors is with price volatility. And something like a meme could bring that. It's a very odd scenario, because genuinely, Cosmos should have an enormous market cap. It should be a top 10 coin. But something's going wrong. Now, I still think $100 should be the target, but as of right now, I'll be honest, can't see it hitting that, because the price action has flatlined so much. And from a bear cycle to bull cycle that we're in, we've seen multiple coins gaining far, far more, and the competition of Cosmos gaining far, far more. So, I don't know. I think the solution is simple. I think it's a case of jump on the bandwagon for a little bit and get meme coin development surging to draw interest. And then, so whether that's just offer some grants to get the developers on board for memes, whether it's that the team do a little bit of that, but the team shouldn't move away from their actual focus, which is development. It's just a very odd scenario. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Are you expecting Cosmos to hit triple digits? Because I know a lot of people, particularly other YouTubers, that were expecting triple digits comfortably for Cosmos, and we're all a bit surprised as to why the price action is flatlining. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is join up at copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run where I share with my members the coins that I own. Whenever I find a coin that I think is going to make me a ton of cash, I'm going to buy it. And what that means is I'll jump onto my site, tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I also do the same thing. I let them know what coin I'm selling and at what price. I have thousands of members on my site, and that is because they're making great money in crypto, and they don't have to do any work at all. If you want to see what my members have made, that's on the site. If you want to see what I've said in the past, that's also on the site. You can see the historical performance. It's all public record. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, now is actually the time. The halving's in 9 days, 8 days by the time this video goes out. If you're not happy with your portfolio, if it's not sorted, you got to get the ball rolling, because once the halving happens, we're going to see market volatility like wild. Maybe we see a small pullback, but it isn't going to last long. So go read through copymycrypto.com, because it may well be able to help you out. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.